And welcome back, everybody. This is the Nice Guy from Walking Disasters, bringing another Path of Radiance walkthrough. Today we are on Chapter 10, Prisoner's Release. So, yeah, let's get started. Chapter 10, Prisoner's Release. Hey Ike, I heard you're leaving. Going to Banyan, eh? Hello, Ranulph. I was hoping to see you. I've wanted to thank you for everything you've done. I'm glad to have the chance before I leave. Well, aren't you the one? Hey, that reminds me. You were born here in Gallia, right? Knew there was something odd about you. You're awfully friendly for a Bjork, you know. Oh, you might not know, but a Bjork is what I know what it means. It's what you call us humans, right? Oh, knew that, did you? Well then, let me tell you something else. When we use the word human, we mean it in much the way you Bjork do when you call us subhumans. Really? It's an insult to be called human? Glad you told me. I would have never guessed. I should warn you, if you run across any Laguz who call you that, be careful. They are no friend of yours. Got it, thanks. I won't forget. But I've degreed long enough. Now let me explain why I'm here. Huh? Princess Elaine's, you may have a moment of your time? Yes, of course. The king asks that I give you this. Please accept it as a gift. What, may I ask? Within this leather pouch is 20,000 gold pieces. Bjork currency, of course. Oh, I truly appreciate this gesture, generous offer, but a gift of this magnitude is not something I can accept. King Cornelius has done so much more than necessary already. The king is ashamed that he cannot at this time provide any personal support. Please will you accept his apology and acknowledge his desire to aid you? But no, well then, let's try this. Yes? You will accept the king's gift, then as payment for conducting your safety to Gallia, you hand it over to Ike. Come on, Ranulph, you can't expect her to accept this, and it's an outrageous fee no matter how you look at it. 20,000 gold for a life of a prince is perfectly reasonable. In fact, it's almost borders on insulting. Consider how you have suffered the lives you have lost. 10, no, 100,000. This amount would not be unreasonable. ... I have reconsidered. I will accept the king's kindness. In turn, I will present it to my lord Ike. Will you accept it, will you not? I will, thank you. No, my lord Ike, it is I who must thank you. Boom, real money. Thank God, we're running low. Well, now that settles. Let's move on. Unfortunately, we do not have any ships here in Gallia. If you are to find a ship that will take you to Bianu, you must return to the occupied Crimea. If there's no other way, then we'll have to just risk it. No matter how cautious you proceed, you're certain to run into Dane forces. Keep that in mind. I understand. It's too bad we're so short on soldiers. So, there's not much we could do about that. However, I would review our supplies carefully before we depart. In regard to your personal problems, the king has decided to lend you what aid he can. Lethe, Mordecai? I will join you. Mordecai and Lethe? Both of you? Are you sure? None of the others could stand the idea of traveling with humans. I myself tremble with loathing at the thought of going to Banyan, but when the king gives an order, obedience is the only option. That may be, but having witnessed the combat powers of Gallians for myself, I know how fortunate we are. We will not fail you. Yes, I have no intention of becoming friends. Do not forget that, since they're out of my way. Haha, you must forgive Lethe. Her tongue cuts as deep as her claws do. I will return once I report to the king. While I'm gone, please finish your preparations for departure. Very well. Like, here's the summary of our last battle. We've got the monies, guys. Finally. Barely any BXP, but it's okay. MVP is Rolf, hell yeah. New allies, Lethe, Mordecai, Miss, Rolf, and Mercia. There's no casualties and no one suffered injuries. From injuries, we fought excellent. That's all I have to report, and now if you excuse me. Okay, now we are here. Let me think. Or let's go through some supports and info. Still don't want Ike and Oscar, because Oscar still has not caught up to what I expect him to be caught up to. Rolf. Missed. Nah, I like mishapping other people. So, none of those are good, so let's go to info. Third soldier. ... You there, Bjork, what do you think you're doing? I was trying to get back to my room, but I've lost my way. Can you tell me which way I need to go? It's this way, follow me. Hey, not so close, walk behind me. What? Pardon me, the king's orders us to treat Bjork with kindness, but it will take some time. It's difficult to fight that instinct. Perhaps some memory of the slavery or our forefather suffered at the Bjork hands flows in our blood. I understand, I'll keep my distance. Very well, let's go. Alright. And Marcia. Hey, so we put this guy right here, and this daily bobber goes there, and we're finished. Packing, huh? Want some help? Do I want some? Pfft, you're a hoot, handsome. I'm already done. You're more skilled than I thought. I've imagined. Or is it that Miss is a world really independent? The Binyon Pings and Knights always moving around, so I learned to pack quickly. They used to train us on it, and all the time. Go here, pack this, fun stuff. Is that so? I can see that you have a strong sense of duty. Quitting the Binyon Pings Knights to join us must seem... Are you saying I'm a burden now? No, I'm grateful that you're here. As I told you before, we're short on personnel. Oh, good then. I'm happy to be here. Say, Ike, you don't need to worry about me quitting the Binyon service. My decision wasn't based solely on my desire to repay you. You had other reasons? Yes, I am searching for my missing brother. He may be adult and a scoundrel, but he's all the family I have in this world. Remember when you found me, when we were fighting the pirates? Well, I was trying to track him down. But every time I go looking for him, I end up in some dangerous situation with ugly boat monkeys trying to kill me. So that's why you decided to join us, is it? I can understand that. So, are you sorry you asked? Not at all. The important thing is finding your brother as quickly as possible, right? That's the plan. And Lethe. Dodo, you seem depressed. Look at who I'm trapped with. Of course I'm depressed, and you keep your worthless observations to yourself. All you are so slow, I can't believe you're still not ready. Sorry about that. If we were like you and didn't need to carry anything, it'd be easier, but we have weapons and things to get ready. Weapons of steel are humans' weakness. Without them, you cannot fight properly. But Lethe, you're carrying a dagger, aren't you? In that scabbard on your leg? This is not for fighting. Then what's it for? I use it to remove small bones from meat. It also cuts fruit into bite-sized pieces, and it proves quite useful. What? If you've got something to say, spit it out. You despise Bjork, but you don't mind Bjork craft tools. If something's good, it's good. Denying something's obvious worth out of pity spite is foolish. It's not that I do not despise everything Bjork. If every Bjork get along with us as well as you do, I'm certain. Lethe, this is ridiculous conversation. I'm leaving now. ... So yeah, pretty good. No sports info's done. Let's see, do we have any good skills? No, just miracle. So I'm gonna experience my guys and outfit everybody out, and I'll catch you guys soon. So yeah. Okay, and welcome back everybody. So Ike, nothing changed. Soren, nothing changed. Oscar, nothing changed except for we got rid of the steel lance and we forged him a steel lance, dropping the weight so he doesn't get hindered by it, increasing the might to max, and increasing hit by 2. This will be Oscar's last chance. If he doesn't gain more strength or is useless, we will be dropping him after this chapter for another night that we'll be getting later. And his lance could go to somebody else. So, his last chance. Same with Mia, she'll have this chapter and next chapter. If she doesn't improve, she gets dropped. Reese might stay, he's our secondary heal, so nothing changed from him. Nothing changed from him. So, we took out Mia's thing and gave her the priest band, because we got to give somebody else the better stuff. Miss got the sword band, because we're running out of low on good stuff, and didn't give her much. Rolf, gave him the steel and the longbow and the iron bow, gave him the platinum band, and bonus experience him to level 9. So this is his stats right now. He had, I think, at least one good level up, which is okay. Same with Miss, boost her up to level 5, so she can be surviving a little bit more. And same with Marcia, boost her up to level 9. She gained 2 good levels, which is awesome. And gave her the soldier band to increase her defense and HP, and gave her the steel sword and an iron lance. And yeah, everyone else is unchanged. I should go through our 2 new recruits. We got Lethe. It is our first Laguz. So she's from the Beast tribe, of course. Base stats, they change once they transform, so yeah, probably won't be seeing her. I don't usually normally use Laguz. I probably use one, but he comes like halfway through the game, so until then I won't be using any. Maybe send them out on the field, maybe, we'll see. So Lethe's growth rate is 130% on HP, so you know, she'll probably gain HP in every level. And 50 on strength, 5 on magic, 65 skills, 70 on speed, 50 on luck, 40 defense, and 25 resistance. Yeah, these growth rates are really good, except for you gotta treat them as a second tier unit, because they don't gain experience as fast as your other guys until... Yeah, they're pretty much a second tier unit, so they would eat up your experience if you're planning to use them right now. So... And they're still useful at the later chapters, too, so you could use them like a Titania and just kill if you have to kill. Other than that, don't use them, unless you like to use them. So, they have, she comes with a Bjork guard, which halves the damage done by Bjork attacks for Laguz only. It's not normal weapons, it's on like, Laguz Slayers, which we'll see on the next chapter. So if it has like a, I think, Laguz axe, Laguz bow, Laguz sword, or I think those are what they're called. Yeah, they'll have the damage of that, so it's okay. It's nothing special, honestly. Claws are what they use to attack, so it comes with 8 might, 80 hit, so it's not bad. And let's see, they have a transformation guard. Lethe, all Laguz start off with a different, or their gauge is filled up differently, so she will be gaining, or she'll be pretty much attacking first, because she'll transform right away, because she gains, I think it's +5 for every turn, and then -3, and yeah, so her gauge allows her to pretty much transform in the first turn, and you can use her right away. Movement of 7, it becomes 9 once she's transformed, so it's really good. They're heavyweight. And yeah, so Laguz type attack, of course. She doesn't come with any abilities. She gets the Heaven, which is +5 accuracy. Yeah, not bad. And yeah, she's pretty good unit actually, just because her transform gauge allows you to use her right away. So yeah, even though she's a Laguz, she's probably one of the better Laguz because you get her right away. And she's fast when she transforms. It's not doubled, I think it's 1.5, but I'm not 100% sure, so. And the second character we got is Mordecai. Mordecai growth rates is 150 HP. He's pretty much will gain maybe 2 for every level up. 65 strength, 0 magic, 55 skill, 50 speed, 40 luck, 40 D, and 20 res. Also really good growth rates, but like I said, they're pretty much a second tier unit, so they'll eat up experience like Titania does. And he is a tiger, so he has more damage due to might being higher. And he comes with the Laguz stone. The Laguz stone gives him the ability to transform right away. And the reason why he has the Laguz stone is because his gauge starts at 0. So it's going to take a few turns before he gets up to 20. And unlike Lethe, he comes with ability Smite, which doubles the effect of Shove, which it says there, which is actually pretty good. So his ability is actually good. Even if you don't use him to fight, you could take him along with the chapter, give your other units the ability to move further. So 7 movement again, and he gains 9 once he transforms. Look at that HP. And now he gets the water. Water is 0.5 in attack and 0.5 in defense, which is awesome for him because he's pretty much a tank if you look at his stats. Tigers are hit harder, stronger D, but slower. Cats, they hit okay, higher speed, lower D. So the cats would be the doublers, while the tigers will just, you know, soak up the damage and deal the damage. So yeah, they're both pretty good, but like I said, just because they don't gain that much experience. And they max out at level 20, so yeah. So those are Mordecai and Lethe, are 2 new characters for this chapter. We'll see if we'll take them. We'll see. So, introductions are done. Let's get started. Let's save. And end. After his father's death places the mantle of leadership on his young shoulders, Ike agrees to continue as Ilancia's escort. Bagnon's country. Wow. The company heads now for Bagnon Empire, the oldest and largest nation of the continent of Telius. As Crimea is a former freedom of Bagnon, the princess turns to them for, much as a scared child returns to a parent. Many in Telius believe that without Bagnon's might and influence, Crimea's resurrection will be nigh impossible. However, Bagnon and Gallia have no diplomatic ties and are further separated by impactable mountain range. So the company is forced to return to Crimea, where they hope to locate a ship carry them to Bagnon. Boom. That's us. We're running. No, there's not us right now, guys, but that's the plan. This is the plan. Yep, that's the plan. Accompanied by Ranulf the warrior who has volunteered to guide them, the company leaves Castle Gallia behind. With heavy hearts and wounded spirits, they began their long march back to Crimea. Hey, Ike, hold up a minute. You know, I was thinking, since this castle is on the way, we should probably stop by. Really, why? Is there something special about this place? Why, yes, this is Cantius Castle. Danes seized it early in the war. Now it serves as a camp for prisoners. I've heard that there are a number of Crimean retrainers being held captive in the dungeon beneath the castle. What? Are you certain? Princess, I'm hurt. Of course my information is reliable. If we can rescue some Crimean soldiers, they might decide to join us. That would be quite a boon, would it not? Yes, it would. I think it's worth the risk. Yeah, it's time to get some more allies, guys. We've increased our army quite well with Rolf, Miss, and the 2 Laguz and Mia joining. And Marcia. And Ilyana. But now we gotta get some more. The question now is, do you open these cells and free the prisoners? The cells are certain to be locked, so in order to open them, logic will dictate that the keys will be possession of the jailers. We have no choice but to steal them. If we're lucky, the guards will have keys as well. In either case, we must move with caution. We don't want to trade blows with the certain castle garrison, which means we stay close to walls and avoid being seen or heard, right? Alright then, our first priority is to get our hands on the cell keys. Hey, you there. I have business with Sir Grail. Where is he? You're semi lacking in social eloquence, aren't you? State your business. I'll speak with Sir Grail and Sir Grail alone. He'll take me to him. What you ask is impossible. Commander Grail is dead. Well, that is a problem. Who are you anyways? Call me Volke. Sir Grail hired me. I'm in intelligence. My father hired you. You're a Grail son, correct? You'll do. Sir Grail helped me to investigate something. You pay my price and I'll give you my report. Deal? How much? 50,000. That's a bit steep and worth every penny. I don't have that much. Give me some time. So you were willing to pay? My father hired you. He must have a good reason. Are you sure, Commander? We have no way of knowing if he's telling the truth. We'll know when we see the contents of the report. Until then, let's have him travel with us. So that's your plan, eh? Listen, you get the report when I get paid. I'm not waiting around until then. I'll keep my information for the time being. Call me when you got the gold. Stop into my tavern along the way. Tell the barkeeper you'll need a fireman and you'll see me within an hour. Hold on a moment. Intelligence, you say? You're in intelligence, right? Is information the only thing you sell? Come out with it. What are you asking? Locks. Can you open locks? Sure, 50 per lock. You're going to have him open the cell doors? Is that wise? We've only just met him. There's no telling if we could trust him. I thought. Let's seek advice. What do you two think? Under the consensus, I think trusting a man about whom we know nothing is dangerous. I'm opposed to this. If we want to get those cells open, I think the risk is going to be inevitable. If we don't have to steal keys, we can reduce the risk and improve our chances of rescuing the prisoners. It's worth a shot. ... Hire him! Hire him! Volke, will you help us break into these cells? As long as we get paid, I have no complaints. Titania objections? I told you before, didn't I? You're the commander. If you decide on a course of action, I will but follow. Radio, I'm off. Good luck. All that. Wait, what? You're not going to help us here? Much as I would like to, I have a job to do. I will rejoin you when I'm finished. I see. Well, good luck to you then. Yes, you and to you as well. Bye-bye, ran off. So, let's go through our new companion, the Volkster. He comes with a knife and, Vulner. He's a thief, our first thief of the game, hell yeah. So, thieves, let's go through his base stats, or his growth rates, I should say. 65 HP, 50 strength, 5 magic, 55 skill, 65 speed, 35 luck, 20 D, and 10 resistance. He could, it's an ability? No, but it's one of the thief's ability. Movement of 7, which is better than all of our base guys, who, like everyone else, is 5 or 6 right now for movement, other than horsemen's and the Laguz. So knives are weak swords. The only people who can use knives is thieves. They can't use anything else. Yeah, let's see. His weapon level, he doesn't increase. All he can use is knives. So he's kind of lightweight. He comes with shade just like Ilyana, so he most likely won't be attacked. So he's allowed to wield knives and he's allowed to steal unequipped items or weapons under certain conditions. And the conditions are he must have higher strength than the weapon's weight. So he could steal weapons that are, I think, 11 or 12 his weight, so, or his strength to their weights, like I said. So he can easily steal this knife because it's 2. And he won't be able to steal, let me find something, this iron blade because he's not strong enough. So increasing his strength would be pretty smart. And he has a wind. And wind is 2.5 accuracy and 2.5 avoid. It's really good. And the problem of using him is every time he picks a lock, you have to pay him 50 gold. And it actually minuses your gold at the end. So, yeah. Which reminds me, I want to give their last chest key, because if we view the map, there's, gotta open this chest, talk to this guy, open this chest, free these 2 guys, open this gate, talk to her, open this, get a chest, and 4 over here. Now there's 2 ways of going through this chapter. they were talking about sneaking, make sure nobody sees you. That's pretty hard to do with the big groups, and you get a lot of bonus experience if you actually do that. And honestly, it's really hard to free everybody and do that. So, yeah. So the way we're gonna do is, guns blazing, destroy everybody. You don't see that much, guys. That's because if you do the sneaking rate, they won't call reinforcements, but once they see you, reinforcements pop out here, here, and here. So yes. And that's the way we're gonna go. I'm not sure if I'll do a separate video on... Probably at the end of the playthrough I might do a separate video on how to sneak through while saving everybody. But until then, this is my plan. So let's bring out our guys. We want Marcia. So our healer is going to sit out for Marcia. We can't bring the Laguz here because we're gonna need Volke, and giving Mia and Oscar some more chances. We have to take Oscar because Oscar's the only one that can actually talk to this knight. So we're gonna need a wall here and a wall kind of not really up there, but so I'm gonna organize my guys for a wall. Mia will be part of that wall. Okay, and I believe that's all I want to go through, and I'm going to start the chapter now.